Hello all, this is TechGeek311 here with my iOS 7 how-to video. Today's video will include the Settings app. Okay all, iOS 7's here. Most people have already installed iOS 7. Most people bought the iPhone 5S and 5C with iOS 7 included. So now I'm going to start teaching you guys how to use iOS 7. And today we're going to start off with the Settings app. So if you see underneath the App Store, you see that little gray symbol. It says Settings. We're going to go and open that up. Now the settings is pretty much the same as a lot of the other iOS that you've had before, or if you've never seen iOS, this will be new to you. But I'm going to show you what is actually the same and what has actually been included new with iOS 7. As you see on top, airplane mode and Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, those are the same. What has moved is cellular. So if you click on cellular, all these same settings that were under the telephone are now in its own folder, or in other words, or section called cellular. Now another thing about iOS 7, you see where it says settings on top and has that little arrow? I can either tap on that or I can grab the screen at its far left side with my finger and pull it across. Anytime you see that little arrow on the right or left side, most of the time it's going to be on the left, you can pull the screen across. That's part of your gestures in iOS 7. Alright, underneath that we're going to go to Notification Center. Now let me show you what's new in Notification Center. Alright, the top two, the view and today's view, that's going to be different because now you have different views that you can do in Notification Center. You also have an on and off now for your summary, your next destination, your reminders, stocks, tomorrow's summary, and all that. Those can be turned on and off. Your view of manually and sort by time, those are the same. And then down below, you have all the rest of your applications and their notification settings. All that has remained the same for those. So you still get your banners, your sounds, your badges, all that stuff in here. Okay, and like I said, you can grab the left, pull across. Okay, now we have the new setting, Control Center. Now this only gives you two settings, unfortunately. It gives you the access to lock screen and access within apps. Now being able to access and lock screen can be very useful. It is. If you're worried about security, you can always turn it off. Same thing with your applications. If you have some apps that require you to swipe from down to up and then you ended up opening up Control Center, you can always go ahead and turn that off and it won't happen. Okay, so we're going to go back. Now, Do Not Disturb has remained the same. All the same settings, just a new iOS 7 field. Go down here to General. General, we still have the About. We still have our over-the-air update, our Siri, Spotlight. Text size is a new one. Normally you'd have to go into accessibility. Now if you go under text size, this says apps that support dynamic type will adjust to your preferred reading below. So you can drag the slider, as you see with the small a and the big A. You can increase your text size. You don't have to go into accessibility anymore. Okay, and then we have, of course, usage. And underneath usage now, this is a new one. It's called Background App Refresh. This allows your apps to refresh their content when you're on a Wi-Fi or cellular network. Or it'll use the location services in the background. So turning off the apps may help preserve your battery life. Now I haven't noticed much of a difference on battery life having these on or off, but what I've done is I've left on only the ones that I normally use. You can see the blue location arrows in there, and that's pretty much what I did. This is actually really good because I've had a couple of apps that the location arrow would stay on forever and wouldn't go away. With this, I can keep them on all the time and I don't have to worry about it. It doesn't use up any battery. So that's a new one called the Background App Refresh. Of course, auto lock is the same, passcode lock's the same, your restrictions are the same. They've just all been updated. Your date and time, your keyboard, your international, that all stays the same. Your Wi-Fi sync and your VPN all stay the same. So that's pretty much what's going to be included in general. Now your sounds, you still have your same sound settings. The only difference is when you go into your sounds now, you're going to get this classic, and then you're going to get all the new sounds that Apple has included with iOS 7, plus all your songs and all that. So that's pretty much going to be what you're going to get new. So the new sounds that they added, the new alert tones that they added, and of course you have your classic, as you see I have checked here, which is originally what you had in the previous version. So that's going to be your sounds. Now your wallpapers are going to be a little different. Of course, when you tap on wallpapers, you notice they give you two now, the dynamic and they give you the stills. And if you have any photos, those photos will be below this. That's going to be the new feature right now in iOS 7. Hopefully they'll add a few more. Of course, privacy is the same. Your location services, your contacts, your photos. Now you get a new one on the bottom. This is called microphone. Basically, these are all apps that require you to use your voice or to listen to something. And that's what this is. This is the new microphone feature. You can turn these on or off at your choice. And of course, you have your regular social settings on the bottom. Okay, then iCloud is the same, just new and updated. Your mail, contacts, and all that's the same. Your notes have been updated, reminders have been updated, your phone has been updated. Now you get this new one here which is called FaceTime. So you now have a dedicated FaceTime app like you used to have in the iPod Touches and the iPads. Now you have it on the phone as well. Then you get the maps, and now you get the compass settings. This is something new within iOS 7, and the only setting is to use True North or not to use it. So it's pretty simple, pretty easy. Safari, of course, will be the same. Your iTunes and App Store, your music, videos, your photos, iBooks, iTunes U, Game Center, all that stuff stays the same as your previous ones. You're going to get these two new editions of your social ones, Flickr and Vimeo. And then, of course, all your applications on the bottom. Okay, so that's pretty much iOS 7 settings. So you can see what's pretty much stayed the same, what has changed, the new icons, the new little buttons of on and off. And overall, like I said, iOS 7's been excellent. I've loved using it. It's been fantastic, and I hope everyone else can get used to it as well, because I think it's here to stay. Alright, so if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like below. Leave me any comments if you have any, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll be back with more how-to videos. Thanks for watching.